When we talk about marketing, there's one area that we cannot overlook as coaches, whether you're online, offline, anything, it just doesn't matter. And that's the service that you provide to your current clients and them becoming raving fans. Ultimately, if you do a great job, if you go above and beyond, if you get incredible results, yes, that does mean great before and after photos, people that recover from their injuries or whatever it is that you're helping them to achieve. If you're getting those incredible results, they should be online saying, hey, look what my trainer and I have done this week. We're so happy. And that's where we can get a real proliferation easily of our service by having raving fans, which are our clients. Now, when it comes to creating that ecosystem, there's quite a few things that we can do. Now, this is something that I discuss at length in my book, How to Be an Awesome Personal Trainer. It's available on Amazon. So if you did want to get a copy and read this, I would highly recommend it. It's kind of my career as a coach in a book with all my tips, advice, and failures. But a few things to consider are this. When a lot of people sign up to a personal training service, a package, and I always recommend packages because it's a lot easier to sell a package than personal training or a block of personal training, because ultimately client doesn't know what they're going to get really when they're just buying personal training. But if they bought a 3-month fat loss and performance package from you, or a 3-day-a-week performance group training program, then they know what they're getting. They can see a journey, they can see everything they're getting for X price. Now, within that package, how many personal trainers really go above and beyond to make a client stand back and go, wow, I've never had a trainer that's done this before? So obviously your positioning of your service is very important. You might have a low tier kind of package, and that's fine. There's only so much you can do because there's only so much potential margin in your product. You might have a middle tier service, or you might have quite a premium service. Either way, especially at the beginning of the journey, I would almost have a wow budget for each of your clients. So let's say a client signs up to you and you're going to put them on £150 a month package to train with you X number of times and get to be part of your online community. They get a recipe book, they get all these things for this package. In that initial fee, let's say it's £150, perhaps you could put aside maybe £25, and that's your budget to wow your clients. And in that £25, perhaps you give them a branded water bottle, a branded t-shirt that they can wear during your sessions and outside the sessions. Perhaps you give them a little sample box of supplements from your favorite supplement company, just some sachets for them to try, maybe a protein bar that you like and recommend. Perhaps you could give them a workout logbook so that they can track their workouts and they're engaging physically in the process of writing down their sessions and tracking the data so they know what they're doing, when they're doing it, and the effectiveness of that. You could then add to that a piece of warm-up equipment. So I know lots of coaches that recommend foam rollers, resistance bands, skipping ropes. If you include that stuff in quite a lot of your sessions, and you'd quite like your client to do that outside your sessions, perhaps you could include that in this box. So a client signs up to you and they get this nice slick process. They get the nice welcome email, they get the follow-up email, they know when they're coming to your sessions, they know where all the information is, they've been enrolled in the community, and then when you see them on day one, it's like, here's your welcome package, here's a water bottle, a t-shirt, a workout book, a resistance band, a skipping rope, and some of my favorite supplements. Now, you might see this as a cost of £25, £30, £35 in your business, but it's an investment in you wowing your client. What's the chance that your client's going to feel really valued from you doing this? How many trainers do you see doing this? So please don't see it as a cost, and if anything, inflate your price to account for this. Because the chances are, if your client's got a t-shirt with your branding on it, a water bottle with your branding on it, a logbook with your branding on it, and you've given them things that invests them in warming up properly, nourishing their body, etc., then the chances are they're going to stay with you. They're going to feel really valued. So consider building this into your service, and I promise you it will lead to really good results. Think of some of the favorite companies that you know that deliver outstanding customer service and make you feel valued. What do? They've quite often got nice, personalized, automated emails that go out after your purchase. Maybe sometimes they put something a little extra in the box when you order it online. Perhaps it's in nice wrapping paper or a nice box. Perhaps you get a follow-up call from the company after you've purchased to ask you, is everything okay with your purchase? Would you like to know anything? Could we help any more? Remember, you're a coach that wants to, needs to, must wow your client. Signing up to a block of 10 personal training sessions, them turning up on day one, getting a personal training session, and then turning up a couple of days later for another personal training session, you've only got a limited amount of opportunity to wow that client. Your only opportunity is in that 1 hour session. Think about everything outside of that session. That's how you wow a client. Your current clients are your best form of marketing. So we can get carried away in offline marketing, online marketing, but ultimately the people that are in your ecosystem, if you can wow them, if you can bring them into your tribe, if you can get results, if you can get them to a point they want to shout with a megaphone about you on their Instagram, then you know that you've won and you'll have a successful, thriving business. So please consider this advice today. Think about how your client signs up, the process that you take them through, how valued that they feel in that process, what they get physically to continually remind them of the journey that they're on with you, and how all of that feeds into the ecosystem that takes them on the journey to get them towards their goals. If you do that, I promise you'll have a thriving personal training business.